Hi everyone! Before we begin, I want to share something personal. The book I'm talking about today is one I've already read in my native language, which is Portuguese. So the story was already familiar to me, and that really helped me understand it better in English. I'm still developing my English speaking skills, so to make this video, I practiced many times before recording. Don't think I just showed up here speaking like this out of nowhere, okay? If you're on the same journey of learning a new language, I hope this encourages you to keep it going. And if you are already fluent, feel free to leave the tips in the comments to help me grow. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Now, let's begin. My name is Edna and I created this space to improve my English and share meaningful stories that inspire us to grow. Right now, I'm practicing English by reading the book The No.1 Latest Detective Agency. This book. And today we are diving in chapter 1, called The Daddy. If you want to know the book, I'll leave the link in the video description. This book is set in Botswana, a peaceful country in southern Africa. It follows MMA Precious Remotsui, a smart, kind, and independent woman. She opens the very first female-run detective agency in the whole country. But this isn't your typical crime novel. There are no dramatic courtrooms or car chases. It's warm, thoughtful, and deeply human. It's about people and the everyday mysteries. If you enjoy it so far, please like this video. It's helped me a lot. So, the chapter starts by introducing MMA Remotsui in her little agency near Cable Hill. The office is simple. A tiny white van, 2 desks, 2 chairs, a telephone, and an old typewriter. And of course, red bush tea in a teapot always ready for her clients. There's even a special mug just for them. Outside, she sees acacia trees, birds, and the quiet horizon of Kalahari Desert. You can almost feel the warmth of Botswana in these pages. But before she became a detective, we learn about her past. Her father, Obedi Remotsui, was a good man. He worked hard in the mines, then with cattle, and they raised over 180 cows. He was wise, honest, and loved his daughter dearly. When he was dying, he gave her his final wish. Sell the cattle, start your own business. Through her tears, she promised, I'm going to open a detective agency, the best one in Botswana. And she did exactly that. She sold the cattle, rented a small office, painted a bright sign, and opened her doors. At first, there were no clients, but little by little people began to come. One of her first clients was a woman named Happy Betsy. At the first, it seems like a boyfriend problem, but no. Happy had a good job, a nice house, and she was smart and confident. But one day, a man knocked on her door and said, I'm your daddy. Can I stay with you? She thought her father had died long ago, but she welcomed him in. Soon, things didn't feel right. He didn't help anything. He just sat, drank beer, and ordered her around. She started to suspect, was this man really her father? That's where May Remote stepped in. Using logic, intuition, and clever little tests, she discovered the truth. And that's how chapter 1 ends. Not with action or violence, but with wisdom and kindness. This chapter reminds us, don't need to be rich or perfect to make a difference. MMA Remote used her mind, heart, and values to help others. She honored her father by following her purpose, and she built something beautiful from a simple dream. So, here's today's lesson. Start with what you have. Trust in your intuition and make the road a little better with your story. Leave a comment if this kind of story inspires you. What would you do if a stranger showed up saying he's your father? Let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you liked this video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your tips on how I can improve my English. I'm here to learn. And I'll see you in chapter 2. Bye.